And today I have a special guest with me, Mr. John McGee. Welcome.
Thank you.
We're glad you're here. You have one of the hardest jobs in the district as a high school assistant principal. But before we talk about all your little hats and all the jobs that you do, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm originally from Bossier, Louisiana. I coached and taught.
Does that mean you're a Cajun?
No, I'm from the north. We're Yankees.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I coached and taught in Humble for 9 years, and then I got the chance to come up here and be an assistant principal for Mr. Painter. I enjoy it. And
good. We're glad you're here. Now, again, I've mentioned this is one of the hardest jobs in the whole district is being an assistant principal, because usually that entails dealing with discipline. But you seem to have a really good rapport with kids.
we try to do what's best for the kids as a whole and individually.
And you know, one thing that I have witnessed as I'm out and about in the district, I see that you treat all students consistent and equal and with respect, and you demand that respect back. So I think you're selling yourself short by not speaking up and saying that that's the way you treat the kids, and I think that's awesome. That's
Yes,
just
ma'am.
amazing. But you also have another hat that you wear besides just an assistant principal, and that's called this CTE. Tell me what that is.
That's a career technology education.
Okay, wow, that's a mouthful. What does that mean, really?
We try to give the kids some real world experience in whichever field they choose. For instance, we offer video technology.
Like this.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good.
And they can take the classes, and it either gives them skills they can use when they get out into the business world,
Right.
or it gives them skills where they can go on to post-secondary education.
So in other words, these are skills and trainings that kids get along the way in high school to prepare them for life and maybe for a career.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, I think it's so important that we have these career and technology education classes, simply because, you know, kids nowadays, they don't really know what they want to do. When I grow up, I don't know what I want to be. And yet, this gives them the opportunity to dabble in and see what maybe these careers would be like.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the state of Texas has done some real changing with this, what we call the CATE, the CTE classes. And they call them career clusters. What exactly does that mean?
Well, they divided the courses into 16 different career clusters.
Wow.
Here at Cleveland, we offer courses in 7 of the different clusters.
Okay.
Because in a smaller school district, you don't have the finances and opportunity to offer all of them.
So what are the 7 ones that we do offer? Can you name them off the top of your head? I'm putting you on the spot here.
We offer audio-video technology,
Go ahead, look, you can cheat.
ag, food, and natural resources.
Uh-huh.
We offer business and finance.
Good.
We offer education and training and human services.
Okay, now what exactly is each one of those? As a parent, I might go, oh, that might sound good, but I really don't know what does that entail. Let's take each one of these and talk about what classes. So,
well, business and finance, we offer business information management, which is basically the Microsoft Office suite. They
which
teach
is
Word
so
and
important
Excel.
for kids.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh.
And that used to be required by the state for everyone to take, but they took that requirement away. So now it's just an elective people take just to get the knowledge.
But I know I have had Suzanne Soto on this show before, and she has said that she recommends kids, all of them, to take something along those lines, because technology is the future, and
Yes,
our
ma'am.
kids need to understand how to do that.
Because no matter what career you're going to go into, you're going to need to know how to use a spreadsheet or make a type of
Microsoft
document.
Word, or
Yes, ma'am.
that's exactly right. So what else do you have?
We are starting a new program in our business department. It ends up in sports management. So it's going to be
Really?
entrepreneurship and the courses that lead up to that. So that's something new we're starting with Coach Hyam next year.
Wow, so that's going to be a new course for next school year.
Yes, ma'am.
That is very exciting.
And then, of
Very
course, we
exciting.
offer our arts, AV, and technology, where they produce our Cleveland ISD TV shows.
Woohoo!
And we offer the ag, food, and natural resources, which includes welding and animal
So kids
science.
still do
and
welding?
Yes, ma'am.
I did not realize that. Oh, wow.
And then we have milling, well, it ends in milling and cabinetry. They build cabinets and
So they
do
learn how to do
woodworking.
carpentry work and cabinetry.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
very good.
And education and training. We they end up in the classroom doing, I guess, intern teaching
Right.
at the end.
And I think I was invited last year. It was really a lot of fun. They asked me to come in and do some paraprofessional training, and the state of Texas makes all paraprofessionals be highly qualified, which means they have to get trained in certain subject areas and pass a test. And we had 100% passing here at Cleveland High School, which automatically allowed kids to be highly qualified as soon as they graduated from high school to get a paraprofessional job in education, which
Yes,
is
ma'am.
awesome.
Mm.
Awesome. Okay, what else do you have?
Let's see. Human services, child development from infancy up to, I believe, kindergarten age.
Very good.
So we offer that, and they walk around with the babies and the big pregnant belly dress things. And
That really teaches a lot about life, I tell you what.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, how do these courses really prepare our kids for the real world?
like I said, they give a couple of options. I mean, you get experience in welding or cabinetry, you can go out and get a job, or you could take that and it could be a step towards your post-secondary. I mean, you could go get your associates in fabrication or whatever the case may be.
And maybe end up on HGTV, I'm telling you.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
great. Now, about how many kids do we have in the high school that are included in these CATE classes?
It's around 50%. We have 381 students in career technology classes, and we have 776 total enrolled right now.
Wow, that speaks very highly of this cluster group of courses, and that's great.
Yes, ma'am.
That's great. So how do students know about these? How do you recruit?
In the past, it was just kind of word of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
They'd know the teachers from taking courses, or their friends took it. But we actually had an elective fair this year during the school day, and we brought all the 8th graders over, and they got to look at all of them. And each class came in for about 30 minutes and got to look at all the different electives we offer.
What a great way. And then y'all even piggybacked on that and invited all the 8th grade parents and had a parent night to also look at the different options for kids. I think that's great because you're not only educating the parents, but you're educating the students so that they know what could they possibly go into once they came.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's important. So I'm going to put you on the spot. I'm going to ask you this question. If you were a high school student, what elective would you be taking?
Well, when I first got out of high school, I actually went to work in a machine shop.
Did you really?
And I built engines, and I really loved it because at the end of the day, you had something you built, you finished, it was done, you could see it. So I'd probably have to take the welding and fabrication.
Wow, I would never have thought of you as a welder. That's good. That's good. So if you were a parent sitting out and listening to this, what are some tips or hints that you would give parents about life in general for a student? Let's say a high school student.
Yes, ma'am. I've been in education 11 years. I've worked in Kingwood and Cleveland and Conroe. And the thing I've noticed most is the students that are involved in stuff normally stay out of trouble.
That's right.
I mean, they'll get in trouble here or there, but just staying involved and not having idle time.
And that is so important because these CATE classes, they also have organizations, right, that kind of go with them.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's talk a little bit about that. What are some of the organizations that children and students can get involved with?
Well, there are some we don't offer yet, but we're working on building the programs. We offer the FFA, Future Farmers of America, where they'll raise animals and go to livestock shows.
And there's more to that. They have like speaking contest and debate and all of that goes with, and leadership skills.
Yes,
right?
ma'am. And Skills USA is one we're competing in now. It's competitions throughout all the clusters, and they go to contests. And we had several people win at the last one. So
Yay, very good.
And Ms. Copeland, we don't have any health-related courses, but she hosts the HOSA, which is Health Occupation something.
Okay. And it's an organization for kids to get involved with that might be wanting to get into the medical field, right? Which probably is one of the most stable fields right now in our economy and times. Every time you pick up the newspaper or want ads, they're always looking for nurses, RNs, LVNs, all of that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's great. What else do we have to offer kids? What about ROTC? Is that considered a CATE?
Sure.
Is it? I thought I read it on one of these.
We put it in.
Oh, it's
yes.
listed
we
as, but
put it
it's
on in
really
there just
not
so we could be-
considered a CATE class.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but we have a large amount of our students also in ROTC.
Yes, we do.
Were they involved in the elective fairs?
They were involved.
Okay.
We involved all the electives. Not choir, but
The
band
dance.
and dance. Everybody that's not a core class was involved in it. Yes, ma'am.
Very good, very good. All right, well, it sounds like we're doing a whole lot of really neat stuff for our kids, getting them prepared for the real world, and I appreciate all that you do, not only as an assistant principal to guide our kids, but also helping them prepare for the real world. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
All right, well, it's a wrap. We appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.